Hello everyone, welcome back to this Blu-ray collection. So I'll just get started right away. Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell. I kind of try to match my Funkos with whatever set I have right there. So that's one right there. I'm a huge fan of that show. Um, I guess we'll talk about it in a little bit. And this is Buffy for Buffy the Vampire Slayer box that I have. That's a DVD box, and I'll show that more in my remaining box set TV series. So that one will be shown again. Let me move that out of the way. Also, that Buffy Funko was so expensive. I don't know. They must be like not sold anymore. I had to just buy that one for a ridiculous price. Anyways, Saved by the Bell complete collection right here. I had a different version of this one prior, but then I upgraded. This is DVD, by the way, not a Blu-ray, unfortunately. This is the complete collection. It has Good Morning Miss Bliss, which I've still not seen. I've just seen the entire Saved by the Bell and then the college years. So I need to go back and watch Good Morning Bliss. Good Morning Miss Bliss, which is like early Saved by the Bell. So it has like Zach Morris and I think Lisa in it, but it's not quite Saved by the Bell. And then it has the college years, which I love. I actually love the college years. I wish they made another season of that. I think it's fantastic. And then the movies. So it has like when they go to Las Vegas, and I think they were in Hawaii. Yeah, I love the show. Had a huge crush on Kelly when I was younger. Rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. Unbelievable that he died very recently. And then they brought it back on Peacock. It's okay. It's more of like this generation type of show, as in like these are new kids that I can't really get into as much as the older. I think Mario Lopez is a standout of that show. It's okay. I mean, I'm watching it. If they do another season, I'll still watch it. I probably don't want to own it though. Anyways, custom made WandaVision, because I'm not sure they will ever release this, and being that it's just like a mini series, really great show. I'm a big fan of Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. This is a good release. Funny thing about that show is when I watched the first 2 episodes, I wasn't really into it, and then it started getting better and better, and then I really liked it. Penny Dreadful, complete series, great film. This one, I'm sorry, great series. This one, I feel like it ended too quickly. This has Ava Green in it. It is so atmospheric. Showtime has a knack for getting rid of their shows too early. I feel like they did that with the Borgias as well, which I really liked. And this show had a resolution, but I feel like it could have been more drawn out. Nice box set as well. I do want to rewatch this. So I collect TV shows that I've already watched. Sometimes, very rarely, I'll buy a TV show that I haven't seen. If I hear it's good enough. But this one is one that I watched and I really liked, and then I want to like go back and rewatch them. I don't know if it'll ever happen because I'm so busy with other things, but I do want to rewatch that one day. They had a new one on the Showtime. Did what's it called? City of Angels. Was it City of Angels? Penny Dreadful. That one was awful, and I'm glad they canceled it. Mel Brooks collection. Oops. So the Mel Brooks collection. This comes with all those films right there. I've not seen the 12 Chairs. Blazing Saddles is a classic. Young Frankenstein is probably my favorite. Silent Movie's pretty good. High Anxiety is pretty good. History of the World Part 1 I really like. I did not see To Be or Not to Be. Spaceballs is great as well. And then Robin Hood Men in Tights is good. So there's a few in there that I need to see. Great. Got this one used. And I think it was much cheaper than it should have been. So that's good. And then I have a random first season of Community. I like that show, but I want to upgrade this to the box set, so hopefully I can do that soon. Fell off though. Season 6 was just when characters started leaving and stuff, and they started adding new characters, it lost a lot of steam. All right, so I think I could do this with one hand. These are not too much. Woodshock. I saw this at like an independent theater because I'm a huge fan of Kirsten Dunst. I know a lot of people don't know about this one, but this is like a very psychedelic experience. Very I like this film a lot. It's very loose in its narrative and its plot structure, but not a fun film, but a good film. I like this one. She's so hot in it. I love her. What is this trilogy called again? Flavors Cornetto trilogy. This is The World's End, Hot Fuzz, and Shaun of the Dead. I like all three. I think I think unpopular opinion, but I think I like The World's End the most, and then Hot Fuzz second. Hot Fuzz is good, and then Shaun of the Dead last. Maybe I'm over the zombies. I don't know. I picked this up blind buy. Picked these up complete blind buy. Wrong Turn. I was just trying to complete some horror collections. This is Wrong Turn 1 through 5. Saw them really recently, like a few months ago, but I can't remember all of them because they kind of blend into each other. Wrong Turn 1 is good, probably the best one from this original series, and then Wrong Turn 2, I think that's one with the game show kind of aspect. I thought that one was okay. I'm having a hard time remembering the rest, but a lot of them aren't good. Wrong Turn 6, Last Resort, just to kind of complete it. Not that good either. And then they had the Wrong Turn remake, which I definitely like this one. This is very different from what we saw earlier. Great. I really enjoy this one. That's the best one, actually. It's well made, that one. And then we have the X-Men series. This is the X-Men Trilogy Volume 1. This has, I'm trying to think. What is it? X-Men 1, X-Men X2, X-Men United, and then Last Stand. I'm not a fan of Last Stand. X-Men X2 United is great. I like that one. First Class, and then Days of Future Past. Good. I like this new the newer films that they were doing. First Class and Days of Future Past, with the cast change and doing like prequel, was very. They were good films. And then let's see if I could get these down here. Alright, so, and then Apocalypse, not bad, pretty nice steelbook. The weaker one of the new trilogy, and then Dark Phoenix, which I thought was just rushed, and it was a piece of crap. I really hate this film. This was purely let me complete that collection, because this was the last X-Men film, right? Until the new ones that they were doing. But I hated that film with the passion. It was so bad. It was so disappointing. Like, why did they do that? And then X-Men had like kind of like a revival with the New Mutants. I like the New Mutants. This was a blind buy, but I have all the other X-Men, and it has Anya Taylor-Joy, who I love. Pretty decent, that one. I'm surprised it got released in the end. It had so much issues coming out. Yoga Hosers, Kevin Smith film, and it's awful. I don't know why I have this. Why did I get this? This is such a bad film. Maybe because I've just found it with the slipcover. It has Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp, and then Kevin Smith's daughter, and it also has Johnny Depp. This is such a bad film. Alright, so we have Yellow Submarine. Of course, you gotta have it if you're a Beatles fan. This is the animated film, based on the soundtrack as well. Good, I love it. Another Beatles type film, Yesterday. Interesting concept. I always thought about a film like this where, like, music is gone, and then, like, what if the music just disappears? And in this, like, Beatles music, everyone just forgets the Beatles, and then he this guy rewrites the songs and becomes popular from it. Great film. I like that one a lot. And then an extra copy of Young Frankenstein, which I had before. I got the Mel Brooks box set. Might get rid of that one. Zero Dark 30, really good Catherine Bigelow film. I think it's the only one I have from her. I really like Jessica Chastain's performance in this one. Alrighty, Unsane. Great film. This one is shot on an iPhone, and it's by Steven Soderbergh. I think this is an excellent film. Really surprised me by how good it is. Claire Foy is fantastic in that one. A Brian De Palma film. I know a lot of people love this one, and it's good. I definitely like it a lot too. The Untouchables, kind of based on trying to catch Al Capone. Good one. That's a good one. Here's one I really like. Upstream Color by a director named Shane Carruth. Yes, this is a beautiful edition. Look at this. I had to get this because I like this film. I like his first film. He did Primer. It is such a complex film about time travel, and doubles, duplicates and stuff. That is such a complex film, but it's amazing, and I wish they released that on Blu-ray, but I had to go with whatever they have. Urban Legend. It took me a while to get this, but I finally got it. This is a pretty good 90s slasher film, or maybe it's the year 2000. It's like around that time. And then the sequel, Final Cut, not as good, but still pretty good. All right, now we're going into another series. So we have VH1, not VH1. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? VHS. VHS, the series. First one is a great anthology film. Very, very, very enjoyable, that one. I love the sketches in that one. 2 is okay. 3 is definitely the weakest. 3 is just kind of me completing that collection. And I don't know why 3 didn't have a slipcover. That's annoying. I don't know if it does have a slipcover, but I don't have it. Vacancy, really good film. Underrated horror film about 2 people staying in a motel being like terrorized by the owners. V for Vendetta, fantastic steelbook. I had a copy of this for so long, and then finally they released the 4K. I love this film. I also read the graphic novel. The graphic novel is not as good as the film though. This film is fantastic. Valentine's Day, I'll tell you straight up, I got this because Taylor Swift is in it. Not a very good film. Yeah. Valentine, which should come before Valentine's Day, but anyways, Valentine, another like slasher film from the early 2000s, has David Boreanaz from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that release as well. Keep giving me these 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s horror films on Blu-ray, please. Valley Girl, the original, great film with Nicolas Cage. This was a blind buy, and got it on the Shout Select sale. Enjoyed that one. And then I also really enjoyed Valley Girl sequel. It's like a very different film, more musical oriented. Good one too. She's a pretty good actress. I don't know about like quality, but like she has a good screen presence. Jessica Roth. Valley of the Dolls, love this film. Great Criterion. I do want to read the book. Sharon Tate also has a role in this one. John Carpenter's Vampires, a very strong film by John Carpenter. It's a later one. It's still very good. James Woods Hunting Vampires. This one is a good one. And then we have another vampire type film, Van Helsing. I really enjoyed these comic book releases with the comic art. Yeah, that's a good one. Very fun. Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale is beautiful in that one. Vanilla Sky, Cameron Crowe film. That I absolutely love this film. High concept, this one. Shocking twists in this one. This is a good film. Venom, pretty disappointed with this one, honestly. Tom Hardy does what he can, but it's like a kind of stale. I'm hoping the sequel with Carnage is good because it does look good at times, but then I feel like they're also putting in like Venom humor, too much Venom humor in that trailer, and I'm like, it's not really funny. Ooh, okay. So I probably should wait till next video for these. But anyways, Veronica Mars, the movie. Basically, I started watching Veronica Mars, finished the show, and then here's the movie. I have box sets of those seasons, so I'll show it in the next video. But that's that one. And then this is season 4 when they revived it on Hulu, which I really like as well. I'm a huge fan of this show. I wish there was a way for it to keep going. Even though it says complete first season, this is the 4th season. I don't know why they packaged it like that. It's weird. But they go in that order. The film comes first and then that 4th season comes. Vice, amazing film. Christian Bale is unrecognizable in this film as Dick Cheney. I do like a good political film. This is a good one. Videodrome, a very, very strong film from David Cronenberg, one of his best ones. If you've not seen it and you're a fan, you need to watch this film. The Village, I'm pretty sure this is custom made because this is not on Blu-ray. Yeah, custom made. A great M. Night Shyamalan film. Twist and everything I know people were upset with, I thought was perfectly fine. Like I can rewatch The Village anytime. I really like that film. The first film from Sofia Coppola, The Virgin Suicides, absolutely ecstatic that this got released on Criterion. Love this film, love her. Vivarium, a bit of a frustrating film, but definitely interesting concept and a very weird type film, but a good one. I saw that one on Prime and then I really liked it, so then I got it. this one is also very polarizing. Vox Lux. So I saw this in theaters, and this was so weird. Such a weird film. It starts off with a bang, and then it's like bizarre, and then I guess it kind of became like a guilty pleasure, so I picked it up. One of the best Audrey Hepburn films, probably her best performance in a film, is Wait Until Dark, which is amazing thriller. She's like a blind woman, and then people are in her house trying to rob her. Oh my god, this film is amazing. Walk the Line, another amazing film. This is James Mangold. Joaquin Phoenix, Reese Witherspoon are so great in this. Reese Witherspoon, I think, won an Oscar, and he was nominated. But this is a great Johnny Cash and June biopic. War and Peace, great Audrey Hepburn film. The only problem with this is it is long, so it's like you really need to be ready for that one. I've never read the book or anything. I think I saw the miniseries of War and Peace that was on, I think it was on Hulu or something. But there's that movie. Watchmen is my favorite film from Zack Snyder. I love this film. I'm a huge fan of the graphic novel, and I think this did it complete justice. The director's cut is even better. They changed the ending. I don't care. They had to make it a little bit realistic. This film is amazing. It is one of the best superhero films of all time, and I'm not gonna hear otherwise. I love this film. And then this is another great steelbook. Love the steelbook. This is this HBO miniseries that they did, which I thought was really good, and I wish they did it. They did more, like even if they focused on like different aspects of it. I really liked it, and I wish they did more. And then I have the complete graphic novel. I mean, the complete motion comic, and then Tales of the Black Freighter. Tales of the Black Freighter, Under the Hood is pretty good. I've not really sat through and done the motion comic. It is long. Like you really have to sit and watch that one. It's like a few hours long. Out of the way. Waves, great, amazing film from the director of Trey Edward Schultz, the director of It Comes at Night, I think what it was. Waves is amazing, told in 2 parts. The first part is much stronger, but amazing film, amazingly shot, amazing story. The Way Back, great coming of age film. Sam Rockwell is fantastic in this film. He's, like I said before, he's in all these films before he got really, really big, and he's just amazing in all them. Amazingly consistent actor. 4 film favorites. The reason I got this is I love Wedding Crashers and Horrible Bosses as well. So just picking those up. I don't like Horrible Bosses 2. Hall Pass I don't care for, and Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is good. Dumb and Dumber is good. Dumb and Dumber 2 is just shit. Jeff Daniels is in The Newsroom, and he's fantastic in that. Saw this one on something. Netflix. Really great kind of horror film set in the 80s about like satanic cults and stuff. Has Alexandra Daddario. She's in a lot of lower budget, less well-known things these days, but this is a good one. And it also has Johnny Knoxville. Great cover as well. That's an enjoyable one. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, fantastic film. Bette Davis at her best. I know they did a miniseries based on the actresses in this, like Feud or something. I haven't watched it yet. That's a great one. What Happens in Vegas? You know I love Cameron Diaz. So I'm a huge fan of her. Not a bad film at all. I enjoyed that one. What We Do in the Shadows, fantastic film from Taika Waititi. I'm so bad with names. Thor Ragnarok director. So good. Mockumentary of vampires. It's so funny. Oh my god, this film is amazing. I always recommend it to people and they never watch it. I don't have Hunt for the Wilder People. I didn't like that one as much. Whiplash, fantastic film. Damien Chazelle's debut, his best film. J.K. Simmons is amazing in it, and obviously he won an Oscar for it. I think this was Best Picture the year it came out, and I don't even remember if it was nominated. That is such a tense film. Whisper of the Heart, a great Studio Ghibli film. Again, this one has great. This one has really good music involved as well. Pretty good story. Studio Ghibli, they barely miss, in my opinion. I mean, there's some films that do miss, but barely. This is a miniseries that came on Stars. I really do like these Star series. So The White Queen is the first one with Rebecca Ferguson, and then Jodie Comer from Killing Eve is in this season. Both of these are equally good. I like White Queen and White Princess. They came out with Spanish Princess, 2 seasons of that on Stars. I lost interest during that. But those two are good. The Wicker Man, the original one, great horror film. Very notable. Yeah, that's a good one. The Wicker Man. And then, of course, everyone's favorite, The Wicker Man sequel with Nicolas Cage. And yes, I have this in my collection for a reason. This is a so bad it's good film. So quotable. My favorite Nicolas Cage film. I don't care what people say. This is so bad, but it is super, super, super entertaining. So rewatchable. I can watch this anytime. I'll acknowledge how bad this film is, but I love it. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. Widows, Steve McQueen film with an all-star female cast. Pretty good film. I have not seen it a second time, even though I've been meaning to. That's a good one. Wild. I went on a Reese Witherspoon kick for a little while, and then once I got my 4K player, I was like, I need to get some 4K. So got Wild. Wild is a great film. She's like a hiker in this film, and like she has like a lot of, you know, she left a relationship and stuff. Pretty good film, like kind of like a character study. Wild at Heart, great David Lynch film, more of a straightforward David Lynch film with Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern. For some reason, there was something wrong with this disc, I think, and then they sent me another one. I think they were like, oh, there's something wrong with the disc, so we're like resending everyone another Wild at Heart. I ended up with 2, and then I sold one. So it was a bizarre story. But the weird thing is, my first one worked, so I was just like, whatever. Maybe it was that film. I don't remember, honestly. Wildlife. I know they released this on Criterion, but prior to that, I didn't know if they were ever releasing this. So I got this in England when I was there. Amazing film. This is directed by Paul Dano and written by Zoe Kazan and him as well. Fantastic film. Carey Mulligan is falling on deaf ears, but Carey Mulligan is one of the most talented actresses going today. She's fantastic in this film. The little boy, I think his name was Ed Oxenbould, maybe, or maybe it's Billy Kemp, but he's great in it as well. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, classic from the childhood. Have to own this, no matter what. So such a good film. Pure imagination. So many good songs in this one. This is a nice little digibook, digipack. The Oompa Loompas in the back. Huge fan of Kirsten Dunst, as I've mentioned. This is a nice little romantic film with Wimbledon, based on two like very popular tennis players. That's a good one. Wizard of Oz, one of my top 10 favorite films of all time, probably top 5. I also do have the I don't know if this is 4K. It's probably not 4K. Maybe it is 4K. Who knows? But the Steelbook, and I double dipped because I really, really like this film so much. I can watch it anytime. Love Wizard of Oz. And now, get in there. Wind River. Fantastic film, directed by the guy who wrote Hell or High Water. Jeremy Renner in this is fantastic. I love Elizabeth Olsen, my favorite Olsen sister. Really, really good, intriguing story, this one. Watch it if you haven't. One of my favorite horrors of all time now is honestly The Witch. Anya Taylor-Joy is fantastic in it. This is a super tense horror film. Love this film. And I don't know how I got this steelbook. It might be like a Canadian release or something. Yeah, it has to be because La Sorcière. But I love this steelbook. One of my favorite steelbooks in the collection. I can watch this anytime. The director of this film did The Lighthouse, which unfortunately I don't like as much. That's why I don't own it. I do want to give it another chance though, because usually, you know, I give things another chance, and it's good. Horror Pack exclusive from the time it came. You know, I had the subscription. Witch's Brew. This is actually a really good film from Horror Pack. I enjoyed this one quite a bit, about like beer that's poisoning people and like disfiguring them and stuff. This is a good film. Interesting concept, that one. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? A very strong Elizabeth Taylor performance. really good. Based on, I think it's like a stage play, right? That's a really good one. Wolf of Wall Street, fantastic Martin Scorsese film. Hard to rewatch, because just because it is a long film. But Leonardo DiCaprio is fantastic in that one. He deserved an Oscar. He's finally got one, not for this film, but he's finally got one. That's all that matters. Now, running out of time, but let me do the last row of Blu-ray. So this last row isn't completely filled up, so I'll just do it right here. Zodiac, my favorite David Fincher film of all time. Absolutely incredible film. I read the book as well. I love, the story of the Zodiac murders and stuff. That is a fantastic steelbook as well. Zombie Strippers. Why do I have this? I don't know. There's something endearing about this film, even though it's like complete nonsense, completely stupid. It also has Tito Ortiz from MMA, UFC. I'm a huge UFC fan as well, side note. Zombieland Steelbook and Zombieland Double Tap. I like Double Tap a little better. I thought it was funnier. I thought it was super entertaining. I'm not a fan of this Zombieland Steelbook. It just looks kind of weird, but whatever the case is. Zookeeper's Wife, fantastic Jessica Chastain performance. She's great in it. Good film. Her accent is a little weird in that one, but this is a good heartfelt film. Zoolander Blue Steelbook, fantastic film. I really like the Steelbook as well. Zoolander 2, not funny at all. Absolutely horrible. Like, why do you do that? Why do you make these movies years later and they're so shit? Rita Hayworth Ultimate Collection. There is a bunch of these that I have not seen. This is new. I got this around the time of my birthday. If I'm being honest, I think I've only seen The Lady from Shanghai. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen. So I need to sit down and watch these films. Obviously I have Gilda as well, and that's a good film. But this is why I get sets like these. Like, I've never seen any of these. I need to sit down. I haven't seen the bulk of them, so I need to sit down and watch it. Wizard of Oz Steelbook that I've already showed. I've already showed Texas. Did I? No, I didn't show. This is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Steelbook. Classic horror film. I watch it every October. And then I have I've shown the Tomb Raider Steelbook that I already got. And then the Terminators. So Terminator 2 Judgment Day, double dip, and this is for good reason, because I love this Steelbook and I love this film. This is a childhood film of mine. Absolutely love this film. To complete the Terminator collection, I have Genesis. I know this film is absolutely awful. The Steelbook is nice. You can't front on that. The Steelbook is nice. That is Terminator Dark Fate. I know a lot of people had a problem with like the first few minutes of this film. Without going into it, I think this is still a fine film. Genesis is much worse than this one, but Dark Fate is good. If they want to do more, I welcome it. So that's the end of the formal complete Blu-ray collection, but stay tuned. There's gonna be another one that's gonna show some like TV box sets and more Blu-ray collections that are like on box set. There's actually some films as well still to come, so that'll be the last of the videos, so stay tuned.